So let's start off with leadership and management. What is management and what is leadership? Many things have been said about the two. But really, at the end of the day, management is bureaucracy, it's putting things in their place, it's getting things done. Then what is leadership? Leadership is a combination of management, and then you add on inspiration, vision, integrity, ethics, and the ability to be selfless. So now let's go into this journey and start to ask yourself, are you a manager or a leader, or are you both? Who's a manager? Practically, a manager is someone who plans and budgets, allocates resources, and ensures that they're solving problems. On the flip side, a leader is one who shows direction, aligns, influences, motivates, and inspires. So what are you? Let's go into more detail. A manager copes with complexity, and in the banking industry, complexity is part of our job description. A manager, on the other hand, also works with status quo. Leaders cope with change. Rather than saying, why is the change coming my way? They're always asking themselves, I am ready to navigate this change, which means they also challenge the status quo. A manager asks what? A leader asks why? A manager plans short term, while a leader looks long term. A manager, because their business is to manage resources, organizes people, but a leader aligns people, raises them up to move forward. A manager administers and controls, which is why the budget season is critical, while a leader, on the other hand, motivates and inspires around those controls and resources. A manager focuses on systems and structures. What does a leader do? Focuses on people. A manager follows the vision, and a leader creates, communicates, and delivers the vision. Finally, a manager works in the present, while a leader works in the present while looking into the future. So in a nutshell, management is doing things right, while leadership is what? Doing the right things. What are you doing? Management, leadership, or both? So this journey is going to start on the fundamentals. When you build a house, you can't see the foundation. The foundation of leadership is self-leadership. When you get the self-leadership in place, then you start to build the house. And that's where team leadership comes in, and ultimately business leadership. So, for us to understand self-leadership, let's start with motivation. What motivates you? What made you get up and come to work today? Do you have what is called the joy of Friday? That's the only day you're happy when you're at work. Or, worse still, the joy of payday. Yeah? When the only time you're really excited about your work is when the money is coming in, just about this time. Now, when you look at motivation, the whole idea is that you have to ask yourself, intrinsically, who are you? Are you excited about this work because of what you are learning? That is intrinsic motivation. How you are shifting things, that you are growing. That's intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic is the one of the joy of payday, that it's external perks of the job that motivate you. The status of working at this bank, the salary you earn, the benefits you get, the kind of team you are in because of the extrinsic motivation. But I want to raise your sights to something higher, transcendental motivation. Few people get there, but transcendental motivation is where servant leadership is based on. And transcendental motivation is about being motivated to do your work for the service and good of others, way beyond who it is that you're seeing is your customer today. So what motivates you? Is it intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, or transcendental motivation? Take a moment to think about that. And none of the motivations are bad. It's just to be aware of where you are and where you ought to be going. So if you want to manage somebody, manage yourself. Do that well, and then you'll be ready to start leading.